coming to you from an unknown location, at the foothills of the Appalachian Mountains, bringing you the unknown. Welcome to another spine-tingling episode of Paranormal 411. Your hosts are David Reagan and Jason Scott, and together, they dive headfirst into the mysteries that lurk just beyond our understanding, featuring notable experts ready to share their insights into the world of the strange and unknown. So pull up a chair, pour a cup of something warm, and prepare to be enthralled. Here at Paranormal 411, we're not just a radio show, we're a community of truth seekers, adventurers of the mind, exploring the boundaries of the known and unknown. We invite you to join us, to share your thoughts, your experiences, your questions. Whether you've had your own encounter with the supernatural or you're simply intrigued by the inexplicable, we want to hear from you. So, don't be shy. Drop a comment and let's unravel the mysteries of the universe together. Buckle up as we journey beyond the veil of the ordinary, into the heart of the extraordinary. This is Paranormal 411, where the inexplicable meets reality and imagination takes flight. Stay tuned and remember, in the world of the paranormal, nothing is as it seems.
All right.
Hello, everybody.
Hello. Jason's feeling better.
I'm feeling pretty good. Pretty good today.
We've got us a show going on.
We do.
So what are we talking about tonight?
Well, I don't know if everybody's heard about this prediction a certain feller made about December the 3rd. But we're going to be talking about it. His name's Clif High that made this prediction.
Yeah, and it's kind of neat because, we'll get into it more here in a second, but he said that Joe Rogan's interview with the former president, US Donald Trump, would be the catalyst for this.
Yes.
So it's going to happen after that.
This would trigger this thing that's supposed to happen.
Yeah. Interesting. Very interesting.
So I think he also said it don't have to all take place on December 3rd.
Right.
Just from December 3rd, it could take months.
Well, I mean,
and we're seeing it.
Yeah, there's something going on. Hey, Michelle.
Hello, Michelle.
Hey, everybody. There's definitely something going on all around the world. I was getting calls last night saying that people were seeing them in Knoxville.
Yeah. That's weird.
Oak Ridge. All these places. They've seemed to be a lot of them around military installations.
Yes.
So there's your teaser.
Yeah. And, some of them could be, our stuff, drones. Because some of them did have flashing lights that I've seen reported.
Right.
But how do we know that they don't have flashing lights?
Well, I mean, they can kind of do whatever they want to.
Right.
I think from some of the reports that I've read, some of them are very possibly drones because they could actually hear the whing, of them. But some of them definitely aren't, because jet fighters in some cases have been gone out to intercept, and these things could outrun them.
Yeah, and that's what, Mach 9, 8 or 9.
Yeah,
10,
and you're not getting that.
Sound.
You're not getting that out of a drone. And some of these drones are actually sitting and hovering over places for 8, 9, 10 hours.
Yeah, and that thought brings me back to the weather balloons that China launched.
Yeah.
Why didn't they do a drone if it could do that? Why would it had to be a weather balloon?
Right.
Because they ain't got the technology.
No.
I mean,
right.
It's just weird.
Yeah. I think this is going to be a pretty interesting show, so stay tuned and we'll dive deep into it. You ready?
Oh yeah.
Let's do this. So, on December 3rd, there was a prediction about an alien invasion, like we just said. Now these claims come from a few futurists, and his name is Clif High. Now he predicted that a visible contention between humans and aliens would begin on December 3rd, 2024. Now, this thing was supposed to be triggered by a specific event. And this event is Joe Rogan's interview with former U.S. President Donald Trump.
Mm.
Now, who is Clif High?
Clif High.
So his prediction was based on a complex model that's called predictive linguistics. Boy, I can't talk.
Linguistics.
Yes. Now, Clif has made a number of predictions over the years. Some of these have gained significant attention, and here's just a few examples of some of his predictions. So in 2004, he predicted the Indonesian tsunami. Is that not crazy?
That's crazy.
Now, he is credited with accurately predicting this devastating event. Also, the 2008 financial crisis. He predicted the global financial crisis that occurred in 2008. Pretty cool. I mean, not, but it is. He also predicted the rise of Bitcoin. Now, he was an early adopter to and a prominent of Bitcoin, predicting its high rise and value. So he predicted Bitcoin going through the roof.
I wish I'd have bought some of that when it was
Man,
pennies.
Yeah. You could have bought a few million shares when they were a penny.
Golly, bum, we wouldn't be sitting here.
Well, we could be
We'd be on the moon doing a show.
Yeah, we could be in Hawaii. And COVID-19 pandemic. Now, he didn't explicitly predict the exact nature of the pandemic, but he did foresee a global health crisis that would have significant impact on society.
Yeah, so he predicted it. I mean, he didn't know what it was going to be named.
Right. So that's pretty neat. Yeah, it is.
So I think I'll go ahead and play his prediction so they can get the gist of it.
Yes, let's do that.
If I can go to my shares. Here we go.
Look at this.
Let's share that up. Where'd I go? Okay. Now let's see here.
Now this, we'll set this up real quick. This is him doing a video on his own. This is on YouTube. And we've kind of fast forwarded it to where we want it to play. So, okay. But you can see here, it's 39 days to melee, Trump and Rogan temporal marker. So,
but in my opinion, it's not quite accurate, right? Because we don't know what the distance is between the organized visible contention that then degrades into the melee. That might be months for all we know. But what we do have some justification for suggesting is that there will be 39 days between the temporal marker of the Trump interview and the appearance of this visible contention. And we're not talking, people taking on migrant gangs that are taking over apartment buildings. That kind of visible contention may well be in there, but the stuff that had been motivating me to get hold of Dick Allgaier was the visible contention between space aliens. Okay, so, or whatever, right? Alien reproduction vehicles or whatever the hell. Who knows what's going on? Because we can't validate any of it at this point, right? But the data set said that 39 days after the this temporal marker, giant, huge, iconic temporal marker, to be honest, I never thought I would live to actually see it occur. In the interview with Dick Allgaier, I was, had just gone.
Boom.
So that was his prediction.
So 39 days is the start of the contention.
Yeah. And this guy, he does this uses this program that he used to use with the financial stuff, that predicted the stock market and stuff like that.
Right.
And it's now predicting this stuff.
Yeah, and that's what also helped him predict the
Yeah.
Bitcoin and the financial crisis and the tsunami. How the heck can that do a tsunami? That's crazy.
I don't know what it grabs from the internet, but it predicts it.
Yeah, pretty neat. Maybe it tells about possibilities of earthquakes and different things or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So, in the recent days, we've seen a rise in the reports of unidentified anomalous phenomena or aerial phenomena.
That is true because, and I had heard about a lot of this stuff. Really hadn't looked into it majorly until very recently because it just sounded crazy. I'm sorry, but it did.
But they've always said they've been spotted over
military installations.
Yeah, sensitive military installations, even to the point going and disarming a nuke.
Yep. And sometimes even arming them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's these bases in the United Kingdom, the U.S. bases in the United Kingdom, and they're the ones that hold these nuclear arsenals.
Right. Yep. That's where some of our arsenal is held overseas. Absolutely. Yeah. We've got more than one, but we've got 2 that are in England.
Yeah. There have been multiple reports, often described as unusual aerial objects observed by the military personnel and civilians near these bases. The sightings have led to investigations by the government and military authorities, which some of them are drone incursions into restricted airspace. While some of these drones may be hobby people doing this, some of them are really sophisticated, and they could pose, like you said. They heard the ones with the
That's right. Yeah, you could hear the woof, like the propellers going, but there's some that you can't.
Yeah.
So,
and the military has acknowledged this increase in sightings.
Right. Well, like you said, we have air bases U.S. air bases in Norfolk and Suffolk. And there's been just here, within the last few days, a guy named Kasim Campbell is 28. He said he had seen objects above his house in Beck Row. He also described seeing a triangle-shaped aerial vehicle that was gray, dark in color, in one of the 2 evening sightings of drones he had made in the past week. He said they were really noisy and had lights. I'm sure that's probably a drone.
Yeah.
They looked official, he added. Now, he also says the same thing that I think about these things. If they were a threat, why weren't they being shot down? And why would you allow them to just fly over the place? Doesn't make sense to me. Another lady, Crystal, she's seen 2 drones in the past week in Beck Row. She is the stepdaughter of an RAF pilot, and they described an orange ball in the sky at night and increased activity at the U.S. Air Base. She says, in the last 10 days, I have seen military jeeps around the village. There's been much higher police presence than usual. Yeah.
So that she said it was like an orange ball.
Yes.
That's something like an orb.
Yeah. She says there was a big orange light in the sky, and then all of a sudden it was gone.
The Foo Fighter.
Yeah.
Remember those?
Yep, I do. World War II. Here's another one. Johnny Whitfield, who also lives in Beck Row, describes seeing lots of activity. He says, I have seen drones 3 or 4 times before confirming the sightings had taken place at night in the past week. He says, all you see is light, but it is big. He said it is a very big light. So that's pretty cool, huh?
Yes.
He says you don't know if they're foreign or local, and the Air Force don't give out much information. I guess so. It's usually the way it works.
I hope this comes to a head in 39 days.
Yeah.
It'll be fun to watch. We need to start looking up, people. Looking up and watching the skies and quit looking at our phones.
Yes. There's also residents of BBC or Beckrow and the BBC also talk about there has been planes that have been diverted because of these things. So
you were also telling me they were like Volkswagen sized, right?
yes, there were some that were Volkswagen size. Now these are the ones that are not your typical, drones.
Yeah.
No sound, no propulsion, no fixed wings, no nothing. And these are the ones that are setting in places for 8 to 10 hours.
Yeah.
And these are the ones that have been chased by military, but they can't catch them.
Too fast.
Yeah. They're just gone the second something comes in.
I think it's alien reconnaissance.
I think so. This is like Independence Day. All of our signals will start fading, and it's because it's a countdown, just like they watched it one too many times. They're like, we could do that.
We're going to go up on the top of a big building and wait on them.
Have a big sign.
Yeah.
Are you bringing Elvis back? Is Elvis with you?
So, you want to go into that other one, or you want to?
We could go.
Okay.
A little bit more of this, and then we could go into this other one since you've got the photo of it, right?
Yeah. So the All Domain Anomaly Resolution Office is responsible for collecting evidence, analyzing, investigating all UAP reports. So like David said, they've been getting these reports off military bases, and they're unusual aerial objects, and they've came up from military bases across the United States and potentially other countries, which the UK. The sightings often involve the objects that defy conventional explanations, such as rapid acceleration, unusual maneuvers, and advanced capabilities. Now, a series of drone sightings occurred near a U.S. Air Force base in the UK, including RAF Lakenheath and RAF Mildenhall and RAF Feltwell. So these are 3 Air Force bases. And the incidents, raised a lot of concern of security and access to the sensitive military installations. So also drones have been reported flying over there, like David said. I don't know. It's just getting crazy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know. Again, when I first started hearing about this stuff, I was just kind of like, I had someone tell me at work, hey, did you know that on the 3rd, we're supposed to be getting invaded? And I was like, what? Where are you getting this? Where's this coming from? I don't understand. It's
viral on the internet.
It definitely is. I say take everything with a grain of salt. We're pretty dang sure that there is life out there, and we are pretty sure that life they have come here and still do. I'm more than sure about it.
Maybe originate from here.
Maybe, maybe they're not as alien as we think they are.
Maybe we're the aliens.
Maybe we were seeded, but at the same time, don't look at everything until you actually, get to go out there and do your own research.
Yeah.
So Jason's got a picture pulled up here, and now this is a sighting at Manchester Airport. So let him pull this up here. There you go. So this is a UAP that was seen at the Manchester Airport. That actually happened this week. Now, people were calling it a UAP or a UFO. And it was a round blue object, as you can see here. And the authorities are yet to issue a formal statement about this sighting. I wonder why, right?
Yeah, is it sitting on the tarmac, or is that?
I think it's kind of floating above it. It kind of looks like in that right-hand photo there.
It looks exactly like the one on Skinwalker Ranch that they took that picture of. It went by that fast camera.
Yeah.
I mean, you couldn't see it with your own eyes, but when they slowed that camera down, they stopped it, and it looked just like that.
Now, they said that this very object right here, when a security vehicle came up to intercept it, it just went, took off.
It don't look nothing like a drone.
Well, yeah, I want to see any surface on there where it has lift, because there is none. None.
That's pretty wild.
Yeah. Yeah, that's interesting. And this right here is one of the things that drew my interest to this subject was things like this right here. Listen to Ross Coulthart talk about it. And he has a lot of people in the military all over the world that kind of talk to him. And he also talked about these Volkswagen size craft, whatever you want to call them, just like this sphere right here. No apparent wings or propulsion, but these things are outpacing jets.
Yeah, and it is levitating right there, because I see the shadow of it on the ground.
Right.
It don't look like it looks extraterrestrial to me.
I mean, if we have that technology, it's amazing to me.
So what are these? Is this people?
No, those are cones for
Okay.
the aircraft when they're going taxiing in and out of the runway.
I'm just trying to get a good size picture, good in my mind how big it would be.
To me, it doesn't look like it'd be that big, because I don't think those cones maybe stand, or those things right there maybe stand 4 foot.
Yeah.
Or something maybe. Because you could see the size of them versus the tires on that jet. Those jets about to take off.
Yeah.
They're not huge by any means, but that would make me believe that maybe it's something like you said, a reconnaissance, something that's going out and spying. Or
I know you don't want me to bring this up, but Stargate Atlantis, no Universe.
Oh, Stargate Universe.
They had little balls, cameras, that floated around in the air and just followed them around and stuff. It kind of reminds me of that, but a lot bigger.
Well, I mean, if you had the technology to be able to do any kind of reconnaissance that you wanted to, why not? Why not have that shape?
Yeah, why the airport?
Yeah, that's weird though, isn't it? Yeah. And again, that's is taken in Manchester Airport. So interesting.
Yeah. So
you think that this is possible? Right there. Right there. Yeah, there you go. That right there.
Independence Day, people.
Man.
Get ready.
What's funny to me too is that Arrow, like you was talking about a minute ago, has came out and said that there has been over 700 cases just in a few months this year.
Yes.
But now they are saying that it's okay. They're not little green men or nothing. It's all explainable. Isn't that funny? Doesn't it sound a lot like Project Blue Book?
That picture is not explainable to me.
No. How you gonna explain? Oh, it's a mirage.
Yeah, it's
a swamp gas.
Yeah.
It's ball lightning. Come on. Just use common sense. Things like that do not exist. That's all I got to say about that. I just think that it's amazing that so many people are getting tore up over this, thinking that the end of the world is coming. Does that remind you of when we started doing this show?
Yeah, 2012.
Yeah, 2012.
December 31st.
Yeah,
2012.
it's gonna be the end of the world, right?
We were waiting on it.
Yeah,
Never happened.
we did a show. But you know, I think. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, I think we need to prepare for something like this. We need to open our mind up and to see what's really going on, because we don't know.
Right. Well, I think that, when it comes down to it, being prepared is always a good thing. Prepping is smart, because you never know what might happen. It is amazing to me, though, how we are starting to have more and more and more talk, and even on mainstream media is getting into the, talk with UAPs, UFOs, and things like that, and how it's coming forward. Now, does that make you believe that they know something's coming and that they have to start releasing things quicker and getting to the bottom of things quicker? Or do you think that it's going to end up being ultimately the same thing that happened before when these things were going on? These same type of hearings and stuff, is that they close the book on it and say, it doesn't exist. Go about your day, little people.
Yeah. I don't think, I think we're in a time right now on this earth,
right,
in this country, that we're going to see stuff like this, and they're going to talk about it more because the people want to know more. And when, the people, they got their wish. I mean, stuff's going to start to happen, I think.
Right. And what do you think about when it comes to stuff like this, about all these whistleblowers that come out, these government whistleblowers?
I think, why would they be lying?
Right.
Why would they be risking their
necks, their jobs?
Why would they be risking all that? Their families, to let us know what's going on. You got to listen to it.
Right.
Don't just blow it off.
Well, I think when they have these, why do they have these only bring people in that were government officials and military officials? Especially the majority of these people, not all of them, but the majority of these people all are or were in some type of secret part of the government. Right? So can we truly believe everything they say?
Right. That could be a sheep in wolf's clothing,
Yeah,
or a wolf in sheep's clothing.
Right. Why don't we bring people forward like Bob Lazar?
Yes.
Why don't we bring people forward that have had actual abductions, like Travis Walton and these people? Why don't we hear from people who have had firsthand experience, and not these people who have second and third hand experience?
They have connections to the government.
Right. Yeah, because you listen to any of them and they're all like, well, the ODNI says I can't talk about that.
Yeah.
But we could do it in a skiff, right?
Yeah.
We can't talk about that right here, but we could do it in a skiff. We can't do that right now. but we can do it in a skiff.
If you can't talk about it, don't even say it.
Right. So, those kind of things are, what drive me nuts, because those things are supposed to bring this stuff out for we, the people, for all of us. We're the ones that want to know this information also. And this is supposed to be for us. And yet there's such a lockdown on information that they can hide everything from us.
Don't tell them what they've hid.
Elvis is still alive.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yep. He's singing Bee Gees somewhere.
Tupac is too.
Yeah, probably.
And so we're going to take a quick break. Right?
Okay. It's 30-minute mark. Sure. Let's take a quick break. Hey, remember, you can find us at paranormal411.org, Paranormal 411 on Facebook, YouTube, and X. Tune in live on Thursdays from 7 to 8 p.m. Eastern, Saturdays from 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern. This is probably going to be a short show tonight.
Yes.
But also on Saturday nights from 10 to 11, we're on WDJY FM in Metro Atlanta. And if you're not in the Metro Atlanta, which is 99.1 FM, you could go to WDJYFM.com, or you go to paranormal411.org, click the link. You could listen to the show. And remember, we are on Subspace Radio on all major podcast platforms. Hey, something that I haven't got to say in a minute.
Oh, yes.
It's our new book. Our new book that came out this year. How's that? Our book that came out this year. East Tennessee Hauntings and Lore Edition 2. Now this is available on Amazon. We're at paranormal411.org. Join us.
We'll be back and we'll close this out.
All right.
What if the world we know is merely a fraction of reality? What if there are forces, entities, and phenomena that exist just beyond our comprehension in the shadows of the unknown? Welcome to Paranormal 411, your gateway to the unexplained and the downright chilling. Imagine, if you will, a quiet, sleepy town tucked away from the hustle and bustle of the city. The locals tell tales of a house atop a hill where strange lights flicker and eerie sounds echo in the dead of night. Some say it's haunted, others claim it's a portal to another realm. Whatever the truth, one thing is certain: those who venture there are never quite the same. Or picture this, a clear, starry night in the heart of the desert. Suddenly a blinding flash cuts across the sky, a craft of unknown origin moving at impossible speeds. It hovers, then vanishes, leaving only questions and a sense of awe. Could it be visitors from another world, or perhaps a secret government project? These stories, these encounters with the unknown, are what we love here at Paranormal 411. Our mission? To explore the unexplored, to question the unquestioned, and to shine a light into the darkest corners of the paranormal. We've journeyed through haunted houses and UFO sightings, and into the mysteries of cryptids and psychic phenomena, and pondered the existence of other dimensions. And yet, there is so much more to discover. Paranormal 411 is your guide to the unexplained and the extraordinary. Here we talk about the mysteries that lurk in the shadows of our world, from haunted houses and UFO sightings to cryptids and psychic phenomena. We love to question, to explore, and to understand the unknown. There's a world of mystery out there just waiting to be discovered. So why not join us on this journey into the unknown? Subscribe to our YouTube channel and become a part of the Paranormal 411 community. Together, we can uncover the secrets that the universe holds. Welcome to Paranormal 411. Your journey into the unknown starts here. Join us.
In the heart of Madisonville, Tennessee, lies a pizzeria like no other. Step through the door of Legends and Lore Pizzeria and be transported to a realm where paranormal and cryptid encounters, along with mouth-watering pizza, go hand in hand. Meet Eddie and his crew, who serve up slices of the supernatural along with the best pies in town. With the walls adorned with eerie artifacts, indulge in piping hot slices that melt in your mouth and tease your taste buds. And it's not just the locals who love the incredible pizza. Legends and Lore has been selected as the best pizza joint in all of Monroe County. As lovers of everything pizza and the paranormal, the owners have mastered the art of crafting unforgettable combinations that will leave you wanting more. To stay connected with this mystical eatery, follow Legends and Lore Pizzeria on Facebook, where tales of their latest creations and upcoming specials will be shared. Make sure to browse their custom menu, featuring legendary pizzas like the Chupacabra Ranch and The Exorcist. So, whether you have an appetite for the supernatural or simply seek the best pizza in town, Legends and Lore is the place to be. Come for the unforgettable flavors, stay for the captivating stories, and find yourself in a world where legends and pizza collide.
Get ready to rock with the electrifying sound of Catalyst, a band that's sure to leave you wanting more. With their powerful lyrics and killer riffs, Catalyst is a great sound in the world of rock music. You can listen and find Catalyst on Bandcamp, or go to the link at paranormal411.org and click on their banner.
All right.
We're back.
We're back.
So, everybody, thanks for sticking around. Those of you that stuck around.
Yeah. And for those of you who just joined us, we were talking about, the recent alien invasion prediction.
Yes.
That happened and some of the exciting stuff that's, been going on since then.
That's right. Yep. I think, I don't know. I think it's a neat time to live because of the internet and all this stuff. The other problem with it is that how much of it could be real, how much of it isn't real. That could be a problem, but that's why you do your homework. That's why you study, you look, and you try to bring the most factual stuff that you can to the table.
I think it does raise, some security issues, them being so close to military bases.
Well, I mean, not only if they're just UAPs, but I mean, just the fact of drones themselves being there. Absolutely. Because I mean, you could equip a drone with all kinds of crazy stuff. C4, all kinds of stuff, man.
You could drop stuff from drones now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. A big drone like what Eddie has really could do a payload.
Yeah.
Could you imagine?
Boom.
But I mean, if you're over a sensitive, say a nuclear site or something like that, what kind of crazy stuff could you do there? What would you do with 10,000 drones swooping in?
And they can do it in synchronicity.
They can.
Yeah, we've seen that happen.
Yeah. Well, they've got those synchronized drone shows that you could go to.
Yeah.
They do all kinds of pictures in the sky and all kinds of crazy stuff.
Yeah, I think it's cause for concern. I think it's good that the AARO and stuff and people like that are investigating it.
Right. I just want transparency.
They should make it available to the public what's going on. I do believe that.
Yeah. 100%. Make it transparent.
If they are extraterrestrial or advanced technology, you know, it could revolutionize our understanding of the universe.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or our place within it. I mean, could tell us how we became, you know?
Well, I mean, that's possible. I mean, you take into effect that something like that, they would be here, or they would more than likely be thousands of years older than what we were. I mean, and so maybe they could open up a genome and read it like a book,
Mm-hmm.
and read the maker's mark at the end of it. Who signed the DNA pattern?
Yep.
You know, oh, these group of people were made by such and such, and these were made by such and such, and
on the other hand, though, if it's just like drones, you know, they could be malicious drones from different,
right, from other
entities,
countries, and things like that.
They do pose a good threat, and we need to know about this.
We do,
because we live close to a pretty good sized installation.
Yeah. Well, one that was pretty handy for World War II and the dropping of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. So we're not that far from it.
Yeah.
Not far from it at all. So I don't know. I think that if, you know, people like that listen to this show and other shows like this, like Jason said earlier, put your phones down, get your eyes to the sky a little bit more, you know, and everywhere else. I mean, not just the sky, just look everywhere, because, you know, people are too busy doing this all the time. Just what you see everywhere you go. People are walking and they're texting and they're watching on their phones, or even driving. Don't drive with your phone in front of your face. That's terrible. But talk to you like I talk to my kids, but stop it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. Give them the repercussions. You know, there's repercussions for your actions.
Like I did earlier. I'm going to tell you this story.
Uh-oh.
Jace was in the Christmas tree box.
Oh.
I don't know why. He loved boxes, I guess.
Right.
I said, get out of the box. You're going to tear it up. Waited about 5 minutes. It's still sitting in there. So I had to use my devil voice.
Get out of the box.
Then it's, why are you so mean? Well, I'm sorry, son. I just didn't want you to tear the box up.
Did you go put the box up?
No.
So it's still sitting there?
Still sitting there.
Guess who's in the box right now?
I wouldn't doubt it.
He's like, Dad ain't home.
Get out of the box, son.
If you're listening, you know he probably ain't. So, but no, seriously, you know, we as a people also need to make sure that we are looking for these kinds of things, these kinds of threats and stuff like this, because we can also, you know, call in and you know, say, hey, you know, this is what I've seen, this is what it was doing, things like that. You know, we have some people that was on the show, Eddie and Susan, and about once a month they have these strange lights that go on over by their house.
Yeah,
and we actually had it on that show. You know, so I think if they weren't busy watching, they were just doing other things, they would never noticed it. But they notice not only that it happens, but they notice that there's a pattern to it.
Yeah, something's definite. We need to go there when it does it and when not.
Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully we get us a really good camera.
Yeah.
Zoom in.
Another thing that's important is, David was just talking about, we need to share all our information.
Yes.
If even the investigators need to share the information with the public.
Yeah.
I don't know why they can't do that, but it can help alleviate some of the anxiety that the public has.
That all falls back down to, and it's really funny, but it's selfish at the same time. I want the credit for this.
Yeah.
Right. We did this first. I want the credit for being the first, but cool, be the first, but share what you have.
Yeah.
Because someone else might have another piece of the pie, that puzzle that makes it a fuller picture. Share. Share your information. That's one of the first things that you told when you're in kindergarten, right?
Yeah.
You learn how to share toys with your kid, with other kids and stuff.
Share your crayons.
That's right.
Don't eat them. I used to eat them.
Did you?
Yeah.
I never had an eating.
Teacher said it was either me or him's got to go.
Jason used to eat crayons.
So I think we've had a pretty good show tonight, talking about all these UAP sightings and the prediction.
Yes, you're right, Michelle. We do need to stop worrying about the stigma of seeing these things. And that's another thing, right? A lot of people don't share stuff because of the stigma. They don't want to be labeled a kook, a crazy, or all these other things, right? Because they believe in UFOs, or they've seen UFOs, or they've had experiences with UFOs, or with anything as far as that goes, right? With Bigfoot or anything, right? Ghosts, anything. All these things carry that stigma with them. And people are afraid to share. They're afraid. They're completely afraid. They're like, oh God, no. I think I'm crazy.
That's just like you just brought a thought into my head about, I posted a few things. I ain't going to say which sites I posted them on, but I posted saying, hey, we can come investigate your haunted place or your property for free, see what's going on, but they've not yet approved it.
I did see where some got approved.
Oh, really?
Yes. Yeah, we got emails already. Yep. Like 2 or 3 of them. No, I mean, not from people, but for the approval. Yes.
Okay.
The approval
so
come through. So.
Maybe I spoke too soon.
But not all of them.
Yeah. I would say some people are going to say, hey, we ain't going to put that on there because it's crazy.
I'll say Loudon approved it.
Thank you, Loudon.
I think there was one other one that's already approved it. So,
well, that makes me feel better.
Yes. Yeah. Those came through earlier. See, Michelle says she's seen them posted already.
All right.
See?
So that ruined my little conversation.
No, because there's still something that hasn't. All right. But, it all does come down with a stigma.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are like, oh, well, we don't even talk about that subject. That's not even a subject we talk about.
You are crazy.
Yeah. Loco. Only crazy people talk about stuff like that. So
call us crazy, call us devil worshipers, everything you want to, but we know the truth.
Well, and we're going to talk about the subjects that we want to talk about.
Yes.
And we're going to, and hopefully, if you have subjects that you would like to hear us talk about, or someone you'd like for us to get on the show, contact us. info@paranormal411.org. That's info@paranormal411.org. Reach out to us and let us know. We'll happily do that, because we've got a bunch of things that are kicking off towards the beginning of the year, right, Jason?
Oh yeah.
What do we got?
We got an interview with Sandman from Parareality podcast.
Yeah.
It's going to be on the 6th, I think, of January. But we'll put the link up when it gets published, because it's a podcast, not live.
Right.
Then on February the 10th, we're going to be at the Knox County Library.
Yep.
at Cedar Bluff. We're going to be doing a little presentation on paranormal.
That's right. So come and visit us.
Hopefully we'll have our new book available then about paranormal.
That's right.
And the
companion
book, the journal.
That's a journal, so you could
It's going to be awesome.
Absolutely. And then we've also already got the Bigfoot Festival.
Bigfoot Festival in
Townsend,
yes.
Yep. And then we've got the Bigfoot conference in Gatlinburg already going on.
Mm-hmm.
So it's already starting
about 200 more things to do.
That's it.
Yep. And we'll be good. We can quit our jobs.
Yeah.
David, get me out of my job. Man, come on, think of something.
Think really hard.
No, we really don't do this for the money. We've done it ever since 2012 because we love it.
Yeah, it's a labor.
There ain't no money in it. I tell you that.
No, unless you get really, really big on, say, YouTube or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, again, it's about having a good time, getting to talk to people, and get their stories. Man, I love stories. I love when people come up to us and tell us their stories. That
we do get a lot of stories.
We do. That is something that I don't know. I just love when we do that.
If you've got a story, like David said, email us.
Yeah. info@paranormal411.org. Again, that's info@paranormal411.org. If you want to just tell us your story, cool.
Or if you want to come on the show.
But if you want to come on the show, we could definitely do that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could do that. So you pick which.
We want to be your voice.
Yes. I like that, Jason. We're going to be your voice.
Yeah.
Say that in a deep voice.
We're going to be your voice.
I like it.
All right. I think we're at the end of the show here.
We're done.
We did. We made it last hour. We rambled on a little bit.
We did.
Pretty good.
I like it. Hey, also tell us how you like we're trying a new format. So if we seem a little different,
a
little off, we've got a new format. Our old format we've been doing for so long, we could do it with our eyes closed. Our new format, we're still trying to get down a little bit. And, but tell us if you write us info@paranormal411.org.
Any suggestions you have?
Yeah. Because we're trying to start the show a little different and go through the show a little bit different than what we ever have before. So, just let us know. And we appreciate you. We appreciate everybody that listens, and everybody that don't listen, we still appreciate you.
Oh, yeah.
Because one of these days you will be a listener.
Thank all of our members, our premium members, our people that bought our books. We love y'all.
Yeah. Yeah. And all of you that we've, sold books to and everything, we appreciate you. And we really would appreciate it if you went on and wrote a review.
Yes, Amazon review.
Yeah, that helps us out a lot. So have a good night. Have a good weekend. And if you're somewhere where it's cold, stay warm.
Yeah. We're going to be putting on a little Christmas show like we do every year too.
Yes.
So we're going to be thinking about that.
Oh, yeah.
All right. We'll see you
Thursday of next week. Yes.
All right.
Have a good weekend.